what's up, man? It's your boy Abstract. My boy Stilo here.
Bam!
All right, man. We got something special for you guys that are coming to the Hard House, that are here at the Hard House Summit. Yo, in the house we got
my boy Trajic right here. What up? And
Dave, Rockin, Duke.
oh, it went to small. Dave, Rockin, Duke.
Hold on, he's gonna fix the screen. Put you guys back on full screen.
Here we go, boys. Now tell them what we're doing here.
All right, now the purpose of this is for all you guys that are here at the Hard House Summit. You know, Trajic and Dave, Rockin, Duke, they strongly support the event, but they weren't able to make it out here. But the way they can show love is by doing a Skype interview with us. Hopefully, you know, we want to get some insight on what's running through their mind, what they're up to, what they've been into. Yo, first question for you guys, for Trajic or Dave, whenever you guys want to chime in, it's cool. I want to think, you know, I want to ask you guys, what do you guys think about this whole Hard House Summit that we're trying to put together with the help of some friends? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
No fighting, eh?
I think what you guys are doing out in Cali is just awesome. Because as we all know, people get older and you get a whole new set of DJs coming in. And if you can keep the vibe alive, hey man, work hard.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, the whole concept of what you guys are doing is really cool. That's why when Art Sunoz had told me about it and he kind of gave me a little ins and outs of what you guys were doing, I thought it was fantastic. I was like, you know, it's good because people like us, you know, Dave, me, and a lot of other producers from like UC and Hard House in general, not just underground construction, but I mean, all the guys from California, from labels all over the place, even Europe. You know, it's nice that you're appreciated, and people are always going to remember that sound. You know, even to this day, people compare Hard House to the new, you know, the stuff that they were doing out in Europe.
Like hard style.
The Dutch, what's it called?
Dirty Dutch.
The Dirty Dutch and things like that. So, you know, so I mean, I think it's great what you guys are doing, and as long as you guys keep doing it, we're always going to be supporting it.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, this kind of snowballed into a lot bigger than we thought it was. We were just thinking, you know what? Let's get some people out here who share our love of just EDM in general. But you know, I got started back when, you know, old school techno came in, and you change when as the music changes along. And Hard House was, you know, one of those things that, man, you know, I loved it. This guy was, you know, that was his life for the longest time. And myself as a DJ, you know, I remember I was just telling this guy, some of the first records I bought were like, you know, Trajic records. I remember your jam sessions. And Dave Rockin' Duke was that track, that record, that EP that had the groove, because I still remember the groove. That's still one of my favorite jams, you know, because you get that one song that from this groove came and the beat kicks in, like, dude, you love that sound. And you know, like you said, even though it's something from our past, it's a part of us no matter what. So man, to sit here and talk to you guys, even if it's over Skype, it's a pleasure to have you guys here. You know, it's a pleasure to have you guys chime in. You want to hit them up with a couple questions? Or?
Yeah, I'd like to give you a couple of questions. All right, guys. Now, what was the best time you had during that era of the Hard House scene? I'll start with Trajic on that.
Well, see, you got the thing about those the 90s or whatnot as a whole. A lot of it was kind of a little blur, only because so many things happened, and a lot of it was sometimes. No, but the thing is you get so busy. And when you go out and play a lot, I mean, I was in Brazil a lot. So I was always in Brazil and doing the tours out there. To me, the funnest moments of the entire Hard House times for me was definitely going to South America and playing for the people out there, as well as out here. I mean, Florentine Gardens and Peppers and all the places out in California were always great. But the best times were really when you're doing your production meetings. Remember the UC production meetings? Yeah. We used to have these UC production meetings once a month with Andy Adams, rest in peace. And we used to all meet there with you know, the Donna Blakely and Alex and Kevin and everybody, and we'd sit there and just listen to everybody else's music. Mozzie, remember that one night when Mozzie played that one tune? I mean, those were always the best. It was just a collabs. You know, when you're collabing, when you know that when you were younger, you wanted to produce, and you just didn't have the avenue to do it. And then you got, I want to say lucky, or we're at the right place at the right time, where you did come up with the concept like Hard House that snowballed And I think that once you started to produce more records and more records, it was fun because you knew that you could wake up in the morning and if you had an idea, you know it was going to be on vinyl, in a month, So, and you knew somebody was going to be playing it. So, I mean, it's just the reality of it was awesome.
Oh, that's real cool.
Yeah, I can just imagine, man, having someone just drop your tracks and, you're hearing your stuff because UC was everywhere. UC was everywhere. To me, UC was Hard House. Other labels came along. You started picking up, IHR and Groove Daddy and all these other records, record labels. But I remember UC was like, when I wanted the Hard House, I'd go hit up UC. You get all the jams around UC, and I appreciate you guys, putting all that time and effort to making your music.
One of the great times about, one of the evolution, seeing the evolution of underground construction is probably, for me, is definitely one of the biggest.
You're one of the first ones.
You're right, and the thing is to go from a little teeny garage in Schiller Park, Illinois, that was just tiny, and Tanya's office was tiny, and then all of a sudden you move to Elk Grove Village and it's a bigger place, and you start seeing now you have a warehouse opposed to just the garage.
Exactly.
And then from there you move to where was it? Mount Prospect, and then that was even just bigger. So to see parking in just an alleyway kind of thing to all of a sudden parking in a blown parking lot with Hummers and everything, it's like, yeah, you can really see how you can how it evolved and how it became more successful.
That's real.
I mean, for me, the best times for me as far as that era was because we're just a group of DJs just doing what we did to make a track, and for me, the best time was going to UC and anticipation of wondering what Andy's gonna view the track as. To me, that was the best times. Going there, hanging out with Tanya. Tanya was she A&R?
No, Tanya was she pretty much ran the show.
Yeah, she ran the show, but that time for me was the best time because letting Andy listen to the tracks and just have him just like go ballistic. I mean, like, wow. And just hanging out, and I would hang out for hours.
And sometimes he would say,
yeah,
sucks.
Yeah. He told me that many times.
Toss it in the garbage. No good.
Hey, so do you guys have a lot of tracks like you never released, or a lot of stuff that you never brought out because of the stuff that he said, or just wasn't, he didn't feel like it was worthy enough to put out? Do you guys have a lot of that stuff still?
I know. I mean, I have some stuff that I never released or was released just in Mexico or just in Brazil for licensing reasons. But no, for me, everybody's going to have an opinion about what they like and what they don't like. I mean, there's music I don't like. There's music that I like. Same. I mean, not everybody likes to DJ Trajic record or a Dave Rock and Duke record, but I mean, I don't have that many tunes that were turned down. I mean, I don't think I've had any.
I didn't have none at all that were turned down, but I do have a couple tracks that I worked on that I didn't quite get to finish. That was right around when Andy passed away. Rest in peace. Yeah. But I wouldn't mind going back into the studio and redoing those tracks, but in a different kind of way.
That'd be kind of cool.
No, that would be cool. That's my next question then. If you would want to go back and re-record stuff, I'm assuming you guys have some kind of idea of what today's sound is and stuff like that. What is your idea of what today is what tomorrow might offer when it comes to where Hard House kind of influences music?
We just did, actually just did a remix of Dave's record, Inside My Mind.
Oh,
and it released on Nemec, which is my label.
all right.
But, Dave called me up and he said, hey, I let's remix this old tune that he did back then. And I was like, heck yeah, let's do it. Here's the thing about, like, for example, with me as far as the production and stuff. I mean, I know that the times have changed or whatnot. With me, I just do it. I do what I feel. I'm not really. I'm not gonna sound like this person because that's what's happening right now. I'm still going to just do what I do and just be true to what I do, and I'm not going to follow. So when you hear the Inside My Mind remix, you're going to hear that energy, that same type of hard house energy. The kick may not be that big, hard kick, but it might be a little rounder. That's going to shake more of the bass instead of the floor. But that particular tune released a few months ago, and they like it. So now that's making us want to do some other stuff, like remix I Want a Funk, or I want to remix, he wants to remix, some of the other stuff that he's doing. I just really, we released the remixes of the DJ with remixes by Phoenix,
that's gonna be cool.
Ruthless, Lethal MG, the guys from Europe. Brenyour Mix is actually my A&R, so he's out of Atlanta, so he's been the one that's been, really kind of coordinating these type of mixes. So he's the one telling me, hey, this is the next one we should do. Here are the people that are going to do it. So yeah, I mean we're recycling just like everybody else. I mean,
hey guys, okay, I don't want to mean to cut you off or anything like that, because we're going to get a few of these video clips going. If you could say one thing to your fans, before we leave and say goodbye to them, what would you say to your fans real quick that are here at the Hard House Summit? All right, guys, man, we're back again. My bad. Technical difficulties, powering out my other camera. So we're going to pick up where we left off, and my last question was to Trajic or to Duke, whoever wants to answer first is, we're going to keep this segment short because we're trying to get other video clips up, but if you could say something to the fans that that are here at Hard House Summit, and for those who couldn't make it in other states and other countries, what would you say to them, that still follow your music?
So I would say I have the saying, keep the Hard House vibe alive. Keep doing what you love, man. It's 2012. I mean, you're still playing Hard House. Show the love to all the young DJs out there.
No, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Now, my whole thing is first of all, I'm just excited that you guys are doing this event, and I'm very excited to see who actually shows up, because I mean, it sounds like it's really doing something. But what I want to tell everybody out there that is a fan or still listens to my music, thanks, because without the fans or without the people that are listening or buying your music, you're always you're not gonna be anybody. So to me, it's I just can hope that you guys continue to support it. There's new music coming out on Nemic and Plush, which are two of my labels, and we're gonna keep doing it. So as long as there's support, there's gonna be music.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, that you have new music, because I was going to say, let the people know what you're up to or where they can get your new stuff at, and if you're making it. So if you want to, if they can find you, what's the website, or where can they find you to get in contact with you and keep up with you?
Well, they can go to Beatport. So if they go to beatport.com, they can search DJ Trajic, they can search Plush, they can search Dave Rockin Duke. It'll take you all to the Beatport page. So you'll know, what's on Nemic. There's a lot of new stuff coming out. We have Mr. Hollywood, that's one of our new rappers that's going to be coming out with some new material. We have CJ out in, from Houston area. So we have, Nemic right now currently has 27 producers from across the world. A lot of them are from Europe, some are from South America, and but Beatport is where you can engage us and see what we have coming out. But one really cool thing you guys have to know is, Nemic keeps growing, and the producers are coming out of everywhere, and there is a lot of talent out there. There's a lot of talent out there.
Cool. How about you, Dave? I don't know if you're a private person, or you keep in contact with people, or you got fans that can reach you. How can they get a hold of you?
Well, they can get a hold of me, Facebook, Dave Rockin Duke, Facebook.com.
Cool.
Also, you can get a hold of me, Dave Rockin Duke at att.net. Drop me an email. Look for some remixes from me coming soon.
Good.
I'm always trying to. I'm getting back to the scene after a long layoff, and I got some ideas in the works. And hopefully put them on track.
Cool, man. It's good to hear. Once again, man, hey, thank you guys for just participating in this little interview. Thanks for sharing your time with us, and I'm man, I know you can't make it this time. Maybe if we do it again, who knows? We'll do it again.
2013 Hard House Summit.
It'd be cool to see you guys one day, you know, just to get to meet you face to face next time, man. But thanks again for
Hard House Summit 2012. Sorry we can't be there, but we're there in spirit and support. So, you know, everybody that's watching this, if you're at the Hard House Summit 2012, have a good time. We appreciate what you guys have done, and hello to everybody else that's producing, and have a great event.
No, thank you for your support, fellas. Once again, this is Trajic on this side. This is Trajic on this side, and this is Dave Rockin Duke right here. All right, everybody, we out for now. Thank you very much.
Peace.
Peace.
We're gonna take you out with a little something like we always do.